What if orangutans became as smart as humans? Imagine walking through a rainforest and suddenly locking eyes with an orangutan, who not only understands you but could outsmart you. What if orangutans became as intelligent as humans? Would they rise as allies, competitors, or perhaps even rulers of the earth? Stay tuned until the end of this video to find out how the world might change in ways we can't even imagine. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another mind-blowing what-if scenario. Orangutans are already one of the most intelligent primates on the planet. They use tools, solve puzzles, and even show signs of complex emotions. But their intelligence is still far below ours. Now, picture a world where their intelligence suddenly matched or even rivaled human beings. Overnight, orangutans could become a new force to reckon with. At first, scientists would be shocked. Zoos, sanctuaries, and research centers would witness orangutans displaying problem-solving abilities at a human level. They might start communicating using languages, not just sign language, but creating their own. In the wild, orangutans would organize themselves into tribes. They would build more sophisticated shelters, develop strategies for hunting and gathering, and possibly even control fire. Forests in Borneo and Sumatra, where orangutans live, would no longer just be wildlife zones. They would transform into thriving societies of intelligent beings. The first question humanity would face: would we treat them as equals or as threats? History shows that humans don't always share power easily. Governments would scramble to redefine laws. Would orangutans be given human rights? Would harming one be considered murder? Religions and philosophies around the world would wrestle with the idea of another species reaching human-level intelligence. For many, this would be the greatest existential challenge in history. Economically, the presence of intelligent orangutans could change everything. Imagine orangutans farming, trading, or even demanding land rights. Technology could become their new playground. Orangutans are strong, agile, and resourceful. With human-level intelligence, they could learn to use computers, build tools, and maybe even design their own machines. Imagine logging companies entering Borneo, only to find organized orangutan communities protesting with banners, strategies, and even legal documents. Environmentalists would cheer, because intelligent orangutans would likely fight fiercely to protect their forests from destruction. But would they always be peaceful? History tells us intelligence doesn't erase conflict. Rival orangutan tribes might clash, just as human civilizations have fought for territory and resources. Diplomacy between humans and orangutans would be necessary. United Nations meetings might include orangutan representatives one day. Some humans might welcome them as partners, while others would fear them as rivals. Political debates would rage. Should orangutans have nations of their own? Their physical strength would give them an advantage. An adult male orangutan is several times stronger than a human. With equal intelligence, they could outmatch us in survival skills. In sports, they would dominate. Imagine an orangutan competing in the Olympics, swinging through obstacle courses faster than any human. Education systems would change. Would orangutans attend universities? Would humans and orangutans sit side by side in classrooms? Medicine would also evolve. Orangutans could help advance treatments, share genetic insights, and even become doctors themselves. But humans might not easily accept them. Discrimination, fear, and rivalry could lead to tension. Some might see them as competitors for jobs, housing, and resources. Yet cooperation could bring a golden age. With their forest knowledge and strength, orangutans could help humanity restore ecosystems and fight climate change. Imagine massive reforestation projects led by orangutans, planting trees and creating sustainable habitats. They might invent their own culture art, music, and stories passed down across generations. Orangutan literature could one day fill our libraries. Tourism would transform. People wouldn't just visit jungles to watch orangutans. They'd travel to meet, learn, and trade with orangutan societies. On the flip side, criminals might try to exploit them using intelligent orangutans for labor, warfare, or dangerous experiments. This could spark an orangutan liberation movement, fighting for independence from human oppression. The military implications would be staggering. Imagine orangutans training themselves to use weapons or advanced strategies. Would humans risk war with beings that share our intelligence but surpass our strength? The consequences could be catastrophic. But perhaps the opposite is true. Maybe orangutans, with their peaceful nature, would choose a wiser path than humans did. They might avoid large-scale wars, focusing instead on harmony with nature. Philosophers suggest that another intelligent species could actually guide humanity to become more ethical, more sustainable, and more compassionate. Together, humans and orangutans could form a dual civilization, blending technology with nature, reason with instinct, and strength with wisdom. Religions might even view this as a sign of evolution of life that challenges human exceptionalism. The future of space exploration could change too. Imagine orangutans as astronauts, using their agility and zero gravity, building habitats in space alongside humans. They might even surpass us. With their physical advantages and newfound intelligence, orangutans could one day become the dominant species on Earth. And that raises the ultimate question. Would humans step aside, coexist, or fight to remain in control? The outcome depends on us. If we embrace them as equals, the world could enter a new era of unity. If we resist, conflict could define the future. So, what if orangutans became as smart as humans? Would we find partners in them? More competitors? The choice might one day be ours. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Would you welcome intelligent orangutans into our world, or would you fear them? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking what-if explorations.